Okay, for number 7 on the Unit 1 review, actually all the way to 10, you have to draw a diagram to represent the given information. So not only do you need to draw it, you need to make sure it's labeled correctly. For these 4, everything is a segment that we will be drawing. So I'm going to go ahead and draw a segment in each one of these. And even number 11 actually needs a segment, so I'm going to go ahead and draw that as well. Okay, so then for number 7, it says, draw a diagram to represent the given information. R is between Z and Q. So we know that Z and Q are our endpoints, and R is somewhere in between that. So RZ is 8, and ZQ is 17. So how do we find RQ? Well, we just subtract. So 17 minus 8 gives us 9. In number 8, we have PM, and T is somewhere in the middle of that. Or not in the middle, but just somewhere in between there. So PT is 3x plus 2. TM is x plus 4, and the entire segment is 30. So we're going to use segment addition postulate, which they do tell you that up here in the bold directions. And we're going to say this piece plus this piece equals the whole 30. So I went ahead and combined like terms, got a 2-step equation. So I subtract 6, we get 24, and if I divide by 4, we get 6. But the directions do not ask us for x. It asks us to find the length of PT. So I need to take the 6, plug it back in to PT, and simplify. So I receive that it is 20 units long. Okay, for number 9, draw a diagram to represent the given information. In this case, W is the midpoint of AT. So we have A and T. And we have to go about half, or we will go halfway and make this W. So it says if AT is 48, find the length of WA. So I want to know this length, and I know that the whole thing is 48. And so I just divide it by 2. So 24. Okay. For number 10, draw a diagram to represent the given information. F is the midpoint of BC. So B and C. And F is in the middle. And then we know that CF is 4x plus 5, and FB is 2x plus 11. They want to know what is the length of BC. So we need to find the whole length. So the first thing we could do is find x by setting these equal to each other. And if I solve this, I would get x equals 3. Now, we can take that 3 and we can plug it into either one of these. Doesn't matter. Okay, so I'm just going to go with this 2x plus 11. Okay, so that gives me 17. And if I know that this is 17, BF, and that this is 17, because they have to be the same, we're essentially just saying 17 times 2, and that's 34. Alright, so the last one, we have city A to city B is 83 miles. And then from town B to city C, it is 29 miles. Assuming they follow a straight path, about how many miles of driving will reach the midpoint between city A and city C? So you would add the two numbers together and then divide it by 2 to get the middle. So 56 miles.